Welcome to this special edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. I'm Mike Stidham, and I'm joined, as always, by my main man, Tony Saki. Tony, what makes this a special edition of the Ultimate Combat?
Special edition because this is what we call the cutting room floor. And as you know, on the cutting room floor, sometimes we don't have enough time to bring and show you all the fights. But these are some really good fights that probably go 3 rounds, and they're going to be, now we're bringing them back to you today.
Sometimes the cutting room floor means you sucked and we cut you out of there, but these ones were fights that just didn't make it on and because of time, so we want you to see them. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience coming right at you. In your welterweight division, Kevin Hamby's going up in a weight class to fight, as you like to call him, the litmus test, the chicken Jay Jensen. Why do we call him the litmus test?
Well, because you know what? When you get in a fight with this guy, he for sure is going to take you 3 rounds. He's going to give you all you can have. As we know, Kevin Hamby has been going through all his opponents like in the first round. This is going to be one where, you know, it's going to be really good to see if he can make it all 3 rounds with.
The chicken tests you, and you're going to see exactly what we're talking about. Welterweight and holds bar, check it out. No doubt about it. Anytime the chicken gets in here and does his thing, man, it is a knockdown, drag-out brawl, and I'm sure this is going to be no exception here. Jay Chicken Jensen, he's a jailer by trade, Tony, and I imagine he gets his fair share of chicken fighting right there in the jail.
And they like watching him fight there in jail. He is 5'9", 165 pounds, and from Magna, Utah.
Well, I imagine they probably do like watching him fight over there, but you know, every now and then I think when someone want to get crazy with him. Look at old Kevin the Animal Hamby. This guy really is like a caged animal. He gets in this cage here, he gets so excited, man. He almost makes me a little nervous.
5'7", 165, and his mom is here to see him. First time.
Right. Well, the first time she's seen him fight, I understand, which is pretty cool. Old Team Hamby here, ready to sport, and my goodness gracious, we got some nice looking ring girls out tonight.
And you know what? Another person, Daniel Grass, which Hamby has seen twice already. So
it's kind of funny. Kevin Hamby's been in the cage with Daniel Grass twice fighting him, and now he's got him as his referee. And I don't know if that skunk on the top of Daniel Grass's head will be a distraction or anything, but right here you see Kevin Hamby coming out with a nice shot to start things out with, a nice knee to the body, and continues to throw those to the body of Jay Jensen.
So is this the natural weight that Kevin actually walks around in?
Now Kevin's fighting up a little bit,
okay,
willing to give up a little bit of weight to fight Jay Jensen. And you know, Jay, he's just a scrapper. He'll fight him. He'd be giving up weight too if he had to, but he understands this kid, Kevin Hamby. He's undefeated. He says, you know, give him to me. Let's do it. Let's see what we can do here.
No, that's great. He's trying to crawl up the body, trying to just keep him trapped there, and doesn't want those punches to the face there.
Well, they didn't look like they felt so good. And you see that Jay may have been doing a little jiu-jitsu training. He actually had a pretty decent guard there, and you see him actually trying to work a little offense from his guard. But Kevin Hamby making things very difficult, pressing him up against the cage and just peppering him with shots. You know, but that's really not going to do anything to Jay Jensen other than make him bleed a little bit, which he's used to.
Yeah, if you see him bleed from his nose, hey, that's just a Jay Jensen fight.
That's exactly right. It wouldn't be a fight without a little bit of blood, according to Jay Jensen. And at some point, maybe we'll see Mr. Daniel Grass step in here and stand these two up, unless he's been a little timid here.
And what a beautiful night out here in front at the Ultimate Combat Training Center.
Oh, it's nice, man. This is you couldn't ask for better weather. You couldn't ask for a better setting. And the crowd here, that little portion they're showing right there looks like they're going to sleep. But these guys get into the fights, and
well,
you know, when you see action like that, they'll get going.
Well, it's Bill Colbert. What do you expect?
Bill Colbert could. Yeah, he could stop a party anywhere.
No, he's just holding on there. And what does Jay Jensen need to do to get out of this?
Well, I mean, he needs a referee that's going to stand him up if there's not enough action, and I'm not seeing enough action here to warrant keeping him down and letting him fight. And I've always been one to say, let the fighters dictate what happens, but at some point, they're kind of caught up in here and not enough going on. Old skunkhead there needs to step in and do something, I think.
Yeah. He sure likes this ground and pound sitting inside someone's guard. I'd like to see him get out of that guard and just work for a better position.
Jay Jensen does, usually he'll work a lot of shots from the bottom, but it looks again like he's trying to, work his guard and do, some things that we haven't seen him do yet, and maybe that's why we're not seeing a whole lot of action from underneath.
But he's doing a pretty good job of keeping him trapped there.
Well, that's great, but it's not going to win you any points, and it certainly isn't going to win you a whole lot of fights by doing that. And at some point, again, you've got to try to maybe sweep, get out from underneath, do something.
And that's what Hamby likes to do, is throw those bombs from inside the guard there.
That certainly is vintage Hamby. He does that every time we see him fight. Once he gets his posture, he just he rains him down on you.
About 5 seconds left to go.
Well, not a super exciting first round in my view, but Kevin Hamby finishing things with one nice final blow to the face. Hopefully these guys can maybe do a little switch-o, change-o in the corners here and figure some things out. Jay Jensen looks like he's complaining about maybe he's got a little swelling under his eye there.
Maybe he's just telling me, hey, how did I look?
Yeah, because once again, Kevin Hamby or Jay Jensen looks like that every time he fights. Once again, let's get this thing going when we come back. Round 2 when we come back. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, you missed round number 1 between Kevin Hamby, the Animal, and Chicken Jay Jensen. And clearly the Animal winning round number 1. He got the takedown right off the bat there and just continued to pound away at Jay Jensen. And really not a whole lot Jay Jensen could do from underneath in round 1.
But in round 2, Jay Jensen, this is where Jay Jensen likes. He likes standing, he likes throwing those kicks, and he likes throwing those punches. And this is what I like to see.
He's not the prettiest stand-up fighter, but he's super durable. He can take a shot, and he'll give you a shot. And I've seen guys with far more skill than he take a beating from him on his feet. Wow, he just got dumped on his head right there.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Nice takedown there by Kevin Hamby. And now he's out side mount. Looking to improve, and right there he does it. Right
and
there,
that
full
is
mount
not
again.
Where you want to be.
Deja vu all over again, my man.
No. Again, just holding on. That's all he can do.
Well, again, man, he's got to do something from underneath. He's lost round number 1, clearly. And round number 2 is going to go pretty much the same way if he doesn't do something to try to get out.
This is where he's going to want to open him up and try to trap an arm. And
there you go. Well, at least there was something. At least Buckton tried to get out. Giving up his back right here.
Nice.
Well, nope. They did a good job of turning around, getting up on top.
That's great. Wow.
Once again, Jay Jensen has been doing a little ground game somewhere. We're not sure where. Maybe at the Salt Lake County Jail. Who knows?
And now we got Kevin Hamby squeezing the neck and trying to keep his head down.
Now he's trying to hang on and keep things real close here. And he's actually trying to, looks like he's trying to do something from underneath there for a moment. He was anyway. And now Jay Jensen's got Kevin Hamby pressed up against the cage, and he really needs to kind of go to work here and see if he can't even up the score.
See what he's going to do, trying to. Wow.
Hamby isolating and you know, trying to isolate one arm and then pound away at the face with the other. But almost gave up position there. Did a good job of pulling him back into his guard.
Talking to his mom earlier, she was really excited to see this fight. This is the first one, and you know what? She says, I'm an old cowgirl, and you know what? Where he got it all from was his older brothers.
Yeah, well, so he's no stranger, or she's no stranger to seeing this kind of stuff here.
No.
It's a little bit different when you see your son on the bottom, though, and so far he hasn't taken too much punishment being on the bottom there. Jay Jensen, once again, unable to kind of sit up, posture up, and get something going here. He's just been held in nice and tight from by Kevin Hamby.
Yeah, and when it really gets to this point, it's really nice to see if they could stand him up at this point.
Well, you know, I think you're absolutely right there. I don't know if our referee just taking a nap here or what.
Just letting him go.
Well,
if he survives this one, this is going to be interesting because Kevin Hamby has never made it out of the second round.
Well, he's just made it out of the second round. You know, he has now. And the chicken, Jay Jensen, helping him up off the canvas there. You see right there, Kevin Hamby is huffing and puffing just a little bit. He's always been that guy that comes out and goes full bore, as you know, as long as the fight goes on. And that, once again, we see that look on Jay Jensen's face every time he fights. And the lovely Tana Maria.
Wow.
You know, Tony, I love her.
I think she loves you too.
I think she does, man. I see her looking at me with the side of her head all the time.
He did a nice job cleaning up there, and this is what I want to see. Let's keep it up on the feet. Let's go for it.
Once again, one of the uglier kicks I've ever seen, but it's, you know, that's vintage Jay Jensen. He's not pretty to watch, but man, you know, he sometimes can be effective with those, and so far, not to be this time against Kevin Hamby. Kevin doing a good job. He's kind of stepping back every time he sees that leg come up off the ground, and he's not going to fall into that thing, and he's going to get him right back down on the ground, it looks like.
They honestly look identical when they're throwing their kicks and their knees and, you know.
Yeah. Jay Jensen trying to do a standing guillotine here. Not quite able to get there.
Oh, he slips out of it. And
nice job, though, as they come out. Jay Jensen lands a nice 1-2 to the side of the head of Kevin Hamby.
All right. Well, you can start seeing a little fatigue in both the guys, but especially, you know, I'd be really interested to see what Hamby does.
You're starting to see a lot of fatigue on both these guys. And, you know, if they weren't technically pretty to watch before, you see how technically unpretty they get when they get a little tired. That was a nice little trip. Kevin Hamby doing a good job of getting Jay Jensen down. But, you know, does Jay have enough energy to do anything from underneath is the big question.
He has enough energy just to hold on, that's for sure, right there. Don't let him do anything. Just keep him trapped in the corner. And this is exactly where, yeah, just throwing a few elbow shots, shoulder shots.
Like a headbutt there to me just a little bit.
Got Dave Calderwood over there.
He's one of our judges, and he's chewing the heck out of that gum, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd love to see. Come on, let's get these guys stand up, but there's a lot more action up there.
Yeah, I think we need to get this referee a little bit of a caffeinated drink or something, wake him up.
Let's see.
Fortunately for us, Jay Jensen does the work. He gets out from underneath there and gets a nice reversal here. And he's got Kevin Hamby in the corner where he should want him, but he's got to posture up here and do something.
Yeah, this is, he's definitely doing a little bit more in this round, showing a little bit more. And I think, let's see what's,
didn't quite get it. It was not to be. That reversal was almost there, and boy, he just didn't quite secure it. And there you go. Once again, we're in a hug fest.
And the fatigue sets in.
Yeah, the fatigue done sat in. Those punches look like taps to me, and you know, there's not a whole lot going on here to finish up round number 3 in this very tightly contested bout. I don't know that you could really say that Kevin Hamby has resoundingly won any of these rounds, but he certainly won round number 1 rather easily with the takedowns. I guess you'd have to give him round number 3 because there really wasn't a lot going on otherwise. So there you have it. That's it.
Well, that's the first time Hamby's went all 3 rounds. And look, that's it.
He's done. Spit that mouthpiece out, and he's done. Well, you know, that wasn't quite what I expected out of that fight. I really expected a lot more action, but again, I think that perhaps, well, here's a unanimous decision, and what is it? Oh, Kevin Hamby, there you go. Kevin Hamby coming away with a big win, the animal.
And Mama is so proud. She's excited.
As the sun goes down in SLC.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Almost didn't stick the landing. Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
How do you feel about the decision, though?
Well, I guess since it's a draw, then since we can't fight again right now, maybe a game of chess, arm wrestle, something. I don't know. I'm ready to go.
Well, you're always ready to go. It's nice to have you here. We love to have you as part of the UCE as usual. You've been here for a while, so you have a lot of heart, and I want to tell you thanks for being a part of the experience. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah, first I need to tell my wife I love her. My kids all made it today. Thankful that they could come. My corner, Adam Brinkerhoff, my wife cornered for me. I need to thank all the guys that I train with at my work. My trainer, Heath, Rockazella, Osai, Beasley, Hutchison, all the guys that step in and mix it up. And then last of all, I'd like to thank Hamby, my opponent. It was an honor to fight him. He's a really good fighter. Rest in peace to Mask. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Jay. We'll see you again next time.
All right, the chicken.
This post-fight interview brought to you by V-High Bail Bonds, because sometimes bad things happen to good people.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a long time since we've seen a draw. What could you have done to make sure that didn't go into a draw? He looks like he had you down on the ground. Is there more that you could work into that? The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu side of that? I mean, help me out.
I could have maybe got a submission from the ground when I was on my back, but I don't really train for submissions. I train to fight. He had a way of holding me. He wrapped me up and holding me there. And usually I'm a lot more exciting fighter. I work a lot faster, but he had a way of just holding me down. I don't say I was a draw, though. I took him down every single time. He never once hit me in the face.
So are we going to see a rematch then? Do we get to see a rematch? Because I know that's not you.
That's not me, and yeah, you'll see a rematch.
All right, is there anybody you want to thank?
Hey, I want to thank a lot of people. My mom, especially, she came out today. She's out there wearing the Team Hamby shirt, the beautiful woman in the crowd. My brother Cal for coming out and cornering me. I want to thank Mike, just everybody.
All right, well, we hope to see that match real soon. We'll see you later, buddy.
Hey, I want to thank my opponent. Yeah, I'm pissed off. you know, it was the gayest thing I ever seen in my whole freaking life. But hey, he's a good fighter. It's an honor to fight him, and it's gonna be an honor to get him back in this cage and kick his ass.
All right, well, good job, brother.
A little bit of confusion at the end of that fight right there. You know, initially they had awarded that fight a draw, but after the Athletic Commission went back and retabulated the scores, they can count all the way up to 3 now, they realized that Kevin Hamby did in fact win that fight.
Yeah, Kevin Hamby was at first really bummed, and then they retabulated it, and you know, he won. It was a unanimous decision.
Bummed. I thought he lost his puppy or something, man. He was running around the cage with a big frown on his face, but he did get the big win, passed the litmus test, so it looks like he's got big things to look forward to. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around. This fight is not for the squeamish. If you're a little bit weak stomach, you're going to want to avert your eyes for this one because there's going to be a little bit of blood. What's going on here, Tony?
Especially when you say the name Mario Espinoza. We all remember him fighting Orangutan Bang Bang and getting blood all over his face. Well, this is going to be a little bit on the bloody side. He's going to be fighting Andy Schooononer from Murray Kickboxing Academy.
Training over there with a bunch of tough guys, and they think he's going to come in here and just dominate the division. Well, Mario Espinoza has a little something to say about that.
Yeah, evidently my opponent is 8'5". He shoots lightning bolts from what I hear. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He trains with Ballet Man, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. It's a good thing, though, because I use the method of the 5 styles of the crouching gopher, which everybody knows gophers have a low center of gravity. It's a kung fu style that started in Dublin, Ireland, with the Shaolin monks.
As far as I know, I mean, he came to weigh-ins, weighed in. He had a little beef with, I guess he thought I wasn't going to make weight. I made weight no problem. And then the night of the fight, he was nowhere to be found. So, and as far as I've heard he just chickened out. So.
Message to him. Wow, I don't know. Gain weight and fight heavyweights. You're too tall. I don't know, man. Whatever. Bully.
I mean, I've heard about my opponent. I've heard that he's definitely going to show. So, you know, I'm excited about that, and I give him credit for that. At least Jerry Reed didn't even have the audacity to show. You know, take your beatings like a man. Don't just be a coward.
To explain all of that, Jerry Reed was scheduled to fight Andy Schooononer. Came in, did a lot of smack talk at the weigh-ins, and then didn't show up to fight Andy Schooononer. And this was last week. Well, this week, Mario Espinoza is here to fight. Unfortunately, he doesn't speak any English, so we gave you the Jerry Reed interview, and we're going to show you the Mario Espinoza fight.
I think he got scared of these tattoos, to be honest. Look at this. He's got some artwork on his chest.
Those tattoos would scare the hell out of me, I'm telling you right now. There's no doubt about it. Andy Schoonover, 6'2", which is pretty darn big for a 160-pounder. And I'll bet about 60 pounds of that is ink.
6'2", really tall for Jerry Reed.
Yeah, Jerry Reed's about 5, not so mighty. Yeah. And right here, Mario Espinoza, he doesn't speak English, but he knows the story here, and he knows this Schoonover kid is supposed to be one bad dude. And right here, he's taking it right to him.
Nice uppercut to kind of.
Mario Espinoza came out and landed 2 or 3 really nice shots to start this fight off. And now he's got Schoonover down on the ground. Schoonover doing a good job of well, getting out from underneath him, but he's still taking some shots.
You can just see Mario Espinoza fighting almost every single week. You can just see the experience. And
he's just a man possessed right here. We've seen him fight, but he looks like he is out for blood tonight.
He knows the situation. He doesn't want to take anything. He's bringing everything he's got over here.
You know what he's learned too? You can see that he's got some sharp elbows. Look at that. He split Schoonover wide open above the eye.
Wow.
That's a terrible place for a cut, and that thing is cut wide open. And boy, you can see right here that Espinoza definitely smells the blood, and he is going after it.
And he don't want to be on the bottom anymore with the blood in his face like he did with the Orangutan Bang Bang last time.
That is for sure. My goodness, this is one of the bloodier fights we've seen. And folks, you know, head wounds do bleed a lot. It's kind of can be a little bit deceiving, but I don't know. These are some big shots he's taking right here, and he can't see to defend himself.
He can't, and that blood just makes it more slick, and that's it.
Dave Sully said had to step in and stop that fight because really there was nothing Andy Schoonover was going to be able to do from underneath there.
Man.
He got caught with that elbow, and that was it.
That goes well with the tattoos, though.
Oh man, that is certainly a picture to send home to mother. That is for sure. Now,
look, Mario. I mean, he's excited about this win. He knew this kid was a tough kid.
Wow, you know, that was impressive. That was a very, very impressive win for Mario Espinoza. These Espinoza brothers, they're tough, but that's a quality kid, and I'm going to tell you, his trainers are big on him, and for Mario Espinoza to be able to do what he did, that was impressive.
Look, the Bluefish, where he works at the restaurant, needs to be renamed to the Redfish.
Yeah, well, after tonight, no doubt about it. Find top name brand clothing at unspeakable prices at Big Rod Clothing. Mention UCE and save 10%.
Man, talk to me, brother. Tell me what happened out there.
I just wasn't expecting it that quick, you know. I mean, I knew he was going to come out fast, but he dazed me pretty good, and next thing I know, I couldn't see.
Was it the right hand standing that dazed you, or was it the elbow on the ground?
It was the elbow on the ground, but then next thing I knew, I couldn't see at all. I mean,
there was a lot of blood out there, and yeah, and I've been there. Once you get all discombobulated, and I know I can use that big word on you because you're training with Ramsey, and I'm sure he throws a lot of $10 words at you. But once that happened, I mean, tell me what was going through your mind, and talk me through the fight.
You know, this is my first one. I just glad to get in here, and
it's not gonna be your last one, is it?
No, not at all. I wasn't expecting that fast a pace. I guess I should have been ready then.
I'm telling you, man, there's sparring pace and there's fighting pace, and when you get out of here, just everything changes. And so hopefully you take something from this, you learn something from it, you come back, do this thing again. I hope you do. Tonight you were good, just not good enough. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just everybody who came to support me tonight. You know, I appreciate all that. So
go back and get it done, man, all right? Find top name brand clothing at unspeakable prices at Big Rod Clothing. Mention UCE and save 10%.
Mario El Gato Espinoza, you look very impressive there during that fight. Te miraste muy impresionante en esa pelea. Dinos, ¿cómo te sentiste? Tell us how you felt about it.
Me sentí bien porque ahora me especifiqué en utilizar bien los codos, golpear a mi oponente, porque de verdad yo venía a pelear, no venía a jugar.
Yeah, I was ready. I was ready to throw elbows, and I was ready to fight. Tell us, you dazed him with a right hand at the beginning, and then it looks like you caught him with a couple of elbows. How did you feel really fighting at that pace? Le pegaste unos golpes primero, una derecha, después unos codazos. ¿Y cómo te sentiste peleando así a ese ritmo?
Me sentí bien. Me doy cuenta que trato de pelear mejor para tener un mejor oponente. Quiero pelear con una persona que esté al ritmo de mi pelea, o sea, de mi capacidad también.
I want to fight because I want to fight better people. I want to fight people that are up to my level, so I want to get ready for anybody. Bueno, queremos darte felicidades. We want to congratulate you. Is there anybody you want to thank? ¿Hay alguien que le quiere dar gracias?
A toda la gente que me apoya, a todos los que me vienen a apoyar, a mi familia y a Bluefish.
I want to thank everybody, my family, Bluefish, but I think he's Redfish. Thank you.
We told you it was going to be a bloody one. And man, Mario Espinoza is getting tougher than nails.
Man, look at that. Those elbows to the head, they bleed a lot. And Mario Espinoza, the sky's the limit for this guy. I just like to see him come in and really, train.
He doesn't train. but Schoonover, I hope we see this kid come back and do it again. He got caught by a buzzsaw tonight, but get back to the drawing board, man, and come back and do it again. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around. I was at a July 4th celebration recently, and I saw this dude up playing in this reggae band, playing a bass guitar, and he was just tearing it up, and I couldn't believe my eyes. It was Aaron Okura. This kid's got talents on top of his talents.
No, that's crazy. He's going to up against Zach Wojtech. We haven't seen him for a while, and he's making his comeback in the UCE here, and you know what? He says, I want to fight Aaron Okura.
I got to tell you, when I heard the prospect of this fight was going to go down, I got excited because these two will bring it to the house. You got to check it out. Featherweight nose bar, check it out. I am excited about this matchup, and really, simply put, Aaron Okura brings it when he fights, and so does Zach Wojtech. Both these guys really like to put on a show. Now, Hilo Hillian, Aaron Okura, he's a slick a tactician. His technique is beautiful, coming out of the Bernalis Institute, and Zach Wojtech more of a slugger.
Yeah, we got Zach Wojtech coming in, and you know what? He's getting married in a couple weeks, so his wife says, you know what? This is going to be their last fight for a little while. I don't want to see any black eyes going down the aisle.
Oh, my goodness. Man, oh, man. All right, these women can lead these tough guys around and let them know what's what and who's who. Wojtech he always has a bit of a reach advantage in this weight class. He's super tall for the bantamweight division as they touch up gloves right there. You know, this is one that I think this is going to be a great fight, Tony. I'm excited about this one.
Oh, I am too. Wojtech just kind of towering. He's got a lot of length there.
No touch of the gloves by either one of these guys. They've both, you know, kind of agreed that's what we're going to do. We don't want to come out and stick our hands out. Let's go ahead and fight each other. So
nice.
Right here, nice job. Wojtech doing a great job of getting in their takedown. But what a nice whizzer by Aaron Okura to stop the takedown. Really doing a great job of defending.
This is a beautiful fighting off, trying to take the takedown and fighting off the takedown. Just a lot of action right here.
Good stuff there by Wojtech, man. He had one arm on the leg and the other arm he was punching with it. Doing a good job. Now Aaron Okura shooting in for his shot at takedown. Did a good job of putting him up against the fence and keeping him there. Nice job by Aaron Okura.
I really like seeing these improvements, even with Wojtech. I mean, you start seeing a lot more positioning, a lot more. I mean, Aaron Okura has been doing this for...
He's been doing it for a very long time, but you got to realize that Wojtech is a kid that's been wrestling all his life, so these are no unfamiliar positions to him.
Dang.
Nice 1-2. They were big hooks, but they both landed by Wojtech.
Yeah, he's going to back up there, and that might have stunned him a little bit there.
It certainly did. You can see Aaron Okura trying to shake a couple of those cobwebs off. Nice job there of securing a takedown. That was kind of a flash takedown. He did a good job of staying on top and keeping his hips up on top of Zach Wojtech.
Beautiful timing and working inside that side. Oh.
Well, now he's got the back of Wojtech, and really, this is where a wrestler may have a bit of a disadvantage because he's used to that happening. And you know, you give up your back to somebody like Aaron Okura, and you could be in a lot of trouble. Nice job, though.
Oh, wow! From one submission to another, and you know. Oh,
yeah, you know, that was a nice little transition there, but I think Wojtech did a great job of getting out from underneath and then you know, getting his arm out of there. Now he finds himself back up on top of Aaron Okura.
Wow, you know, I like seeing these tall guys fighting these smaller guys because you know what? There's a pro and con to every move you do, huh?
Well, without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, you've got certain advantages that you want to try to exploit and certain disadvantages you want to stay away from. And I'll tell you, nobody does a finer job of trying to find those than the folks with the Mushin and the Bernalis Institute, that little group of guys. They know how to game plan for somebody based upon their strengths and weaknesses. But I'm seeing Wojtech really just throwing a wrench into their game plan. You know, you can't really game plan for this it factor that Wojtech has. And he's just tough as nails, and he's busy as hell, and he fights hard.
Yeah, it always seems like when you're taller, you can leave a lot of things behind for the other to grab onto. But when you're taller like this, you just have a lot more leverage.
You've got a lot more leverage, but there's no doubt about that. Okura doing a good job of getting up on top, throwing a couple nice knees to the body.
This is an exciting fight.
Yeah, this is nonstop action, man. This is a great fight to call. It's, you know, as opposed to that first fight we showed earlier, there was a lot of non-action on the ground. These guys haven't stopped moving on the ground, and Dave Selly said stepping in to let these guys know the round number 1 is in the books. And Tony, how do you score that one?
Boy, that was very close for me. But you know what? With Aaron, well, you know what? He got shot. He got hit in the head, right on top of it. But then he went through those close submissions.
Yeah, you know, Tony, that's a tough one to score, man.
I would have to give it to Aaron Okura for
because he plays guitar like you do. I tell you what,
wow,
nice kick to start things off by Zach Wojtech. I don't know, that first round was as close as it gets. That would be a tough one to score, and boy, this is one of those fights where you are glad that you're not a judge.
Wow.
See right there. I mean, look at that.
That is
back
so
and forth
beautiful.
on top, on bottom, and neither one of these guys ever stop.
Oh man, look at that.
You see them. That looks like they're in trouble. Then they're not in trouble. Then they've got their opponent in trouble. It's nonstop right here. Zach Wojtech trying to sink in at rear naked and just not able to get his hooks around. But this is good stuff.
Yes. Now, being you know how you don't like seeing people punch from the guard, it seems like he's so long that he can actually do some damage from here.
No, absolutely. He's a kid that can really hurt you from within your guard, no doubt about it.
Look at that.
Right there, Dave Sully said, I guess they're not going to let these guys stand and strike, and that's something that I think these two are experienced enough that they probably should let them stand and strike.
Oh, wow, he's getting hit there.
Yeah, that was a near submission, but it's tough. To say what would happen if Zach Wojtech would be able to punch him from standing. It's hard to say. It's a real game changer here.
It is. I love it. Just watching both guys do it, but he seems to be eating a few more shots than, I mean, you open yourself up when you're doing all those submission moves there.
Well,
but
he's taking shots, but he's continuously
looking for
submissions. Yeah. He's not laying under there and just blocking these punches. He's using every one of those punches. He's looking to do something with that arm, or looking to set up the other arm. You see right here in a half guard doing a good job underneath there. Wojtech doing a good job of going cross body and making it difficult for Aaron Okura to escape from underneath. Man, this is good stuff.
This is great.
You see right here once again, maybe looks like Wojtech did well. He almost got that mount position he was looking for, and Okura once again doing a good job of trapping the leg and not giving it up to him.
His hair is distracting me.
Looked like Wojtech just completely gave up on the lower body. He's looking to just do some type of a headlock there and squeeze the life out of him.
That's going to be tough to do.
Well, that's tough to do, but he certainly is neutralizing Aaron Okura, it seems. He's making him. Now he steps over and almost has that mount position. Once again, Okura keeping that knee up in there.
He's got 30 seconds to go.
Oh, that's a tough spot to be in.
Oh, that is a bad spot to be in. Oh, yeah.
Wojtech doing a good job of being patient here. I think he's trying to maintain this position here all the while raining down punches here and there on Aaron Okura. What a way to finish the round, no doubt about it. Good stuff, and man, just from one move to the next, both these guys, I think Aaron Okura is going to probably steal the round with that nice flurry there at the end. But again, very, very competitive round and a tough one to score.
Wow. You see both these guys going back to the corners, and man, that's a hard fight. I mean, I don't think Aaron Okura has been in a harder fight.
Well, no doubt about it. This is certainly his toughest fight to date. And round 3 when we come back. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, man, oh man, you probably missed the best 2 rounds of fighting we've had in a very, very long time. Aaron Okura, the Hilo Halian, going up against Zach Wojtech, and it's been a barn burner, folks. You really, we're in for a treat here for round number 3, and this is about as close as it gets with Aaron Okura coming out and getting the takedown early on here in round number 3.
What a beautiful little takedown that was too, huh?
That was nice stuff, and very, very smart, wisely keeping him pressed up against the cage, not giving him any room to work from underneath is Aaron Okura. But look at Zach Wojtech getting up and out of there.
Wow.
Good stuff, man. And you almost don't want to say anything because it's just the action's really speaking for itself here. These guys are doing a great job. Both of them are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And Dave Selustad smacking Wojciech's hand off the fence. I'm not sure why.
Well, he knew he was grabbing onto the fence, hoping not that
I didn't see him grab onto the fence. He just leaned on it and Dave swatted it down. And it's not illegal to lean on the fence.
You know. Well, now it looks like he's in. He's got his, Aaron Okura's got his back, but not for very long at all.
You know what? I think Aaron Okura's tired, man. I mean, you see him underneath there, and you just don't see that same nonstop action underneath that we saw a moment ago. And he just gave up. He had Wojciech's back a moment ago, and now he's given up his back. Wojciech's got to get his hooks in here.
He's
trying to, but he's just so long. This is where that long body is maybe a little bit of a disadvantage for Zach Wojtech. Right here, he can maybe reach that leg around in there, but nope. It looks like Aaron Okura is going to get out of there.
And Aaron Okura is so athletic and very, very flexible. He just keeps his posture and.
Now he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. I think, you know, this bout has been so tightly contested that maybe. You know, Aaron is of the opinion, I've got the takedown. If I can just keep him down here, you know, I can steal this round number 3 and walk away with a victory. But, you know, I don't know, man. It's just been so competitive both ways. You don't know if you're up 2 rounds to nothing. You don't know if you're down 2 rounds to nothing or you got a round apiece. It's that close.
If you were to score something like that, how much is a takedown worth?
As hard as he had to work for that and as much as he put out to get that thing right there, that to me is a big deal in the 3rd round. He stayed underneath there, stuck with it, and to me that is a big deal. But I really would like to see him put an exclamation mark on the end of it here and sit up and throw some shots.
Well, he's
and equally as impressive was the amount of energy that Zach Wojtech just spent on getting out, and there he did throw some shots, you know, to follow it up. And boy, man, this is just so close, Tony. It's a
explodes to get out. He gets out of a bad situation, and now he's turning it. Boy, look at this. This is kind of like both of them are in the same situation here, and
you know, this last 5 seconds could mean a lot. You know, I mean, it's that close, and you see Wojciech is punching, and boy, you see Okura still working for that takedown. That's as close as it gets, and man, that was a great.
That round flew by. I thought we had another minute on the clock there. It's like
you see both these guys giving tremendous respect to one another, and both very deservedly so. That was one hell of a fight. Tony, that's going to go down as really, I think, as one of the better fights we've ever had, just from a sheer grit and just a technical standpoint. It was all around good stuff, man. Both these guys had good stand-up. They both had great wrestling. They both had, you know, good submission attempts and defenses, and boy, just good stuff all around. And I'm interested to see who ends up winning this on a judge's scorecard because really, that's a close fight.
Yeah. This is one I do not want to be a judge for.
No, absolutely not, man. I'm glad I'm a cheerleader.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what the judges had to say here.
All right. Wow.
That's an interesting one there. You've got one completely seeing all 3 rounds going to Wojtech. Well, it looks like 2 judges agreed that the Hilo Halian, Aaron Okura, squeaking by with a victory right there. And, well, you know, that was just a tough, and I can tell you what, I don't disagree with any of those scores, quite frankly, because all the rounds were that close. They could have been gone either way. So, man, big ups to Aaron Okura and his crew. Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
I'm going to tell you, Zach,
I'm not so sure I agree with the decision. How do you feel?
I think it's good. Unfortunately, one guy's got to win, and guess the judge saw it that way, and that's good for him.
Oh, very, very gentlemanly of you to say, but I'm going to tell you, I felt you had position. I felt you did more at the times that needed to be done. But look, one man's opinion. Obviously, when there are 3 judges, they all do their thing, and 2 of the 3 saw things completely different than the other judge did. So, talk to me. Tell me what's going through your head. What are you thinking?
Edge is a great fighter. A lot stronger ground game than I expected, but he's a great fighter.
First of all, if it says Bernalis Institute on their shirt, they're going to have some good ground. And they might have some pretty good stand-up, too. And the kid's a quality fighter. There's no doubt about it. I'm telling you right now, top 2 in the state, no doubt, hands down. You guys, very, very impressive.
I'm just glad I had a chance to fight him. It's been a bit since I've been in here, and I feel good coming back.
I gotta tell you, from a personal standpoint, it's awesome to have you back, man. Stupid haircut, but I dig having you back, man. Zach, it's awesome having you here, bro.
Right on. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, tonight you were good, but just this much not good enough. Great job having you back. Great having you back. Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This post-fight interview brought to you by Beehive Bail Bonds, because sometimes bad things happen to good people.
All right, Aaron, that was a great fight. Good job. A little controversial in the end with the split decision. What are your thoughts on that?
It was a hell of a fight. A lot tougher than I thought it'd be. Thank Zach Wojtech for that awesome experience. It was a hell of a fight. He had position a lot of the time. I reversed him a lot of times, and I think what probably got me the decision was my near submissions that I had several times throughout the fight, near arm bars and stuff. So I think my jiu-jitsu is what got me the ultimate decision.
Well, you're definitely doing something right. You're obviously at the right place. So what's next for you?
A beer.
I think everybody is good for that right now. So, well, congratulations. Thanks for being a part of the experience. And we hope to see you back real soon.
Yeah, I want to thank all the people that got me ready for this fight. On my right-hand side, Kung Fu Will Bernalis, training me at the Bernalis Institute of Martial Arts in State Street. Brandon Kaiser and Brian Yamasaki up at Mushin. I owe them a lot for training. My original jiu-jitsu instructor, Darius Andrews here, helped me with a lot of my ground game. Yeah, thanks to all these people, and yeah, it was fun.
All right, thank you so much.
Also, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Endurance MMA, for all the supplements I've been getting. If you want to get some good supplements that help with endurance, it's EnduranceMMA.com. Check it out. Also, check out FightCoreMMA.com for cool shorts like these, t-shirts, and a lot of cool video clips on MMA techniques. All right.
All right, congratulations. Thank you so much. Good job. We hope to see you again real soon.
Thank you.
We promised you a barn burner, and it did not disappoint. And really, you can't complain about any judge's decision because it was just that close. Tony, what do you think about it?
Well, I'm just glad I'm not a judge. That was good.
Now, speaking of that, you do something besides judging. You're the producer of this television show, and we got something exciting going on right now. Talk to the folks at home, tell them what's happening.
Well, we're going to be adding a new segment to our show here pretty soon, and we're looking for any guy out there right now, you watching TV, to anyone that hasn't fought in the cage before. We want you to come in, call this number right here, or come into our gym and try out for our new reality TV show.
What we're going to do is we're going to pitch you against another first-timer. We've got some gyms on board. They're going to train you. We're going to follow that training all the way through up into your fight. It's going to be a lot of fun. So as Tony said, get a hold of us and come down if you want to be a part of it. And Tony, we'll see you next week. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience. We'll see you next week.